What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDPC. Okay, all right. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. All right. Last night was pretty telling to me. Okay, it was good. It was some nice, good home entertainment. Okay. Real quick though, why in the hell is Terence Crawford making friends with Teofimo now? Why are y'all making friends? Huh? He stole your show. The takeover came and stole your show in New York. He stole it from you, Terence. Your fight wasn't shit compared to that knockout in the second round. Stop making friends with the enemy. Just stop it. Just stop it. You're getting on my nerves. You two mofos at the post pressure sitting there joking, making fun of Devin Haney together and shit. I seen that shit. Lopez was like, they sent Devin Haney on recess. Terence Crawford was laughing his ass off. He's laughing his ass off, okay? You know what time it is. His best bud is Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson been said some shit about Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson said he better than Devin Haney. Nobody said shit. I'm letting you guys know right now. He don't care about no Devin Haney. I want everybody to know. Everybody talks about Devin Haney. They just only care when Tank talk about him. Period. Now moving on to the fights that happened last night. It was a doozy, it was. It was a doozy. Okay? I personally learned something last night. I learned something. Now, I already knew Teofimo was the goods. Everybody talk about they eye test. Mine is the shit. It been the shit. But regardless how much you hate somebody, I know how they look in the ring. I know. And nobody thought Teofimo was going to win this fight. Everybody was like, Ashley. Everybody's picking calmly. I'm like, I know everybody's picking calmly. It makes sense to me. I understand why everybody's picking calmly. It makes sense. But when you forget about how much somebody's been fighting, how long somebody's fighting, you forget about somebody being a vet or having more experience than another fighter and having power and stuff like, bruh, all of that shit go out the window when one fighter has three things in my book. If you're a little slick, you're fast, footwork and hand speed, and you got pop in both hands, you can beat anybody in your division. I don't care how good your boxing ability is. I don't care how much you've been in the ring and who you fought before, what you did with him and them. I don't care. All I care about is my eye test. That's all I care about when it comes to fighters that hasn't did shit yet. That's all I rely on is my eye test. And what I see out of Calmly is a very straight, solid fighter. But what I see out of Lopez, I see a fighter that's limber with those talents. If that doesn't make sense to you, that means he can move in different ways that Calmly cannot. That's how I feel about Tank. He can move in ways that these taller, bigger fighters cannot. They just can't. And it's smooth. It's natural. It almost looked like they're not even thinking about it. That right there is real talent. It can't be taught. It cannot be taught. Tank has that. Teofimo Lopez has that. I know he looked horrible in his last fight. I agreed. I said against a Japanese dude, he looked bad. He said he looked bad. But I also, after giving all of my bad judgment, I was told why he looked bad. And I fucking understand it by a young man that's 22 years old. I can understand that. I can understand that. And I said to myself, if he beat Kami, if he shows none of those bad things that he was showing in that other fight, the man is the goods. What I didn't know is that he did have the power to stop Kami. What I said in my video was that I see Lopez winning this fight. I see him winning. He gonna win in the UD in a 12-round fight. Because I didn't think he could make it a quick night, like him and his father said. I didn't think he could make it a quick night. I thought if it was a quick night, it would be calming. Yeah, I didn't say that. All I was saying in my video is that it was going to be Lopez. Lopez is going to win this fight. And I think I was the only person that went with Lopez in the whole damn LDBC. But I won. I got it. I got that one right. At least one. Ding, ding, ding. But at the same time, I wanted Comey to win. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. But it was a short night indeed. Second round knockout. Second round. The first round of that fight was very even. It looked like a 50-50 fight the first round. 50-50 fight. Second round, little short, I think, left hook. Matter of fact, a short right hook, I think. Real short right hook. Sneaky short right hook. Knocked Comey back a couple steps. He came right 2-3 seconds after that. A left right came and the right came and right down Broadway. Looked like hit Comey in his nose and his lips. Straight down. Buckled Comey's right leg. And he was down. He got back up. Teofimo finished him. He finished on his feet, but he finished him. It was a good fight, a good stoppage, and Teofimo is the business. He is the goods. I don't care so much for his father. This isn't a personality contest. But if you're on that racist tip, I don't even know if I can be friends with you either. You need to get your father the hell about the stage. Daddy need an exit stage left because I know he's the only one that went to your wedding. Your mother didn't go and your sisters didn't go to your wedding, but he's gonna fuck up your fan base for your career, especially if he walking around like people say and he's throwing around the N-word like he was right there. His ancestors was right there with us. No, that don't work when it comes to a lot of people that just want to enjoy your boxing skills and want to see you fight. We just care about your ability in the ring, and you should respect that because people get in trouble outside the ring. But if you want us to look at what's going on outside the ring, your father is who we're going to be looking at. You need to get rid of dude if he's going to be fucking up your money and your career like that. The same thing Eddie Hearn did to his own father. He got him to fuck off of them cameras after he said they used to fucking own slaves. Stop it right there. Okay? But now, I know y'all seen after the fight, all right, Lomachenko wobbled his ass up in the ring. All right, Lomachenko been talking real greasy about Teofimo. Teofimo has been talking openly greasy about Lomo. And they put the mic in Lomo's face and they asked Lomo, they said, okay, so are you willing to fight Teofimo Lopez? Of course I'm ready to fight him because he wants to be undisputed and I understand that. So, of course, he's going to fight Teofimo Lopez next. That is going to happen. And then he said, after that, I want Gervonta Tank Davis. I started clapping. I stood up and started clapping. I know that fight ain't going to happen, though. You know why? Because Teofimo Lopez is going to beat Lomo's ass. Okay, moving on to Bud Crawford versus Mean Machine, okay? Yo, I love it. I just love it, man. I love it. My eye test brung out Dubai and brung out Teofimo, you know. Y'all are going to see it. It just is what it is. You're going to see it. You see it with Dubois. Dubois is the truth. You know what I'm telling you? You seeing it with Teofimo Lopez. But this damn Terence Crawford versus Mean Machine fight. And you know what, yo? Around like the fourth round, I said it out loud. I said, and I don't want to hear Terence Crawford saying that he carried this motherfucker either. Because it looked like you were trying like a motherfucker, dog. You were trying like shit. Ah, damn, man. You was trying to get up that damn hill. I'm not trying to hear that shit. And right after the fucking fight, you was like, yeah, I wanted to give y'all a show. What, for the first 3 rounds? That's what you claiming? Get the fuck out of here. The first round, both y'all was filling each other out, okay? The second round, he touched Joe's ass. You said, don't touch me, so he reached out and touched Joe's ass. The third round, Bud got pieced the fuck up. I don't care what nobody says. You got pieced up so nicely that both of your buddies, Timothy, little Tim, Bradley was over there, and freaking Andre Ward was talking bad about you. They were talking bad about Terence Crawford, yo. And I was like, yo, I really hope Spence says something about this fight, yo, since he wanted to say something about his when he fought Sean Porter, and he did, but it really wasn't about the fight. It was about Tom. It was about little Tim. Yo, Spence said, Tim need to shut his coon ass up, man, for real. Tim Bradley and Andre Ward was going on fucking Bud. From the end of the second round all through the third. It was going on his ass. I don't care what nobody say, yo. That nigga was trying. Bud Crawford was trying. Okay? That shit looked kind of the way Deontay Wilder was aiming up his right hand against Ortiz. But a little bit sloppy. Because all the fuck Bud was doing was waving his fucking jab hand out there the whole fucking first 2 rounds. And keep waving his hand out. Bro, you trying though. You trying to aim that motherfucker wild and hard. When you missed, you was off balance for a second. Bro, you're trying. Don't sit there and tell me that you're carrying him for a couple rounds. And I was carrying him. He kind of whooped my ass in the 3rd round. So I got serious. Yeah. I believe the second part. He touched your ass up so bad, he made you mad. When somebody hits you, you need to get yours back immediately. He pieced your ass in the 3rd round. Countering. Oh, man, it was countering off his ass and every fucking thing. Yo, I see Mean Machine was trying to, was playing with his lead foot, was kept kicking his foot out, putting it on the outside of Bud's and shit. I said, ass. Bud ain't doing nothing but looking at this motherfucker. He ain't doing nothing. Swing, do something. He did not do much in the first 2 rounds. That's why he started to gain success, and he gained a little bit of momentum, and he gained confidence against Terence Crawford. So when he got into that 3rd round, he let his motherfucking hands go. He was white boying his ass. He was fighting head down, charging, right hook, straight down the fucking pipe on Bud. I was like, damn, Crawford. In New York, you gonna let him do that shit to you? Damn, yo. I was just trying to give y'all a show. Bro, they just had a show when Tommy and Teofimo Lopez just fought. That was the show. They just watched the show. Now, what you trying to say, you want them to sit here and watch a little bit of boring boxing? Because the first 2 of them rounds was boring. But what Bud was doing was boring as shit for the first 2 rounds. So if that's what you plan on giving us a show, and you was planning on doing that a little bit more before he touched your ass up, I don't want to see that shit. I want to see knockouts. You wasn't supposed to allow this man to go 9 rounds with you, which happened. He went 9 rounds with Bud. All right, after the fight, they asked Bud, who do you want next? You know, it's a top-ranked card. Bud got dropped in the fucking, what round he got dropped? Bud got dropped, in the 2nd, 3rd round? Bud got dropped in the 3rd round? And they said it was a slip. It's not a knockdown. Out of all the technical shit knockdowns we seen, from real slips, so a fighter's foot slipping and getting hit at the same time, they always call it a knockdown because a hit connected during the knockdown. Everybody in the arena that had a microphone said that it was a knockdown. They did not call it a knockdown. But Mean Machine knocked him down to the body, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it was a push, but he also punched you. And according to the rules of boxing, technically that's a knockdown. But after the fight, they asked this guy who he wanted. He said, there's no need to call names. I've already did it. He pressed the issue. He said, no, there's no need to call names. The man pressed the issue again. He's like, no, there's no need to call names. They already know who I want. Right after the fight in the ring. But in the post-press conference room, he all comfortable in his own clothes, sitting there like, man, PBC fighters need to come out and fight. How come you just didn't say that in the ring? I understand you don't need to say names, but you didn't even say PBC fighters. And then you said you don't need none of us. You already said you didn't need Spence. You already gonna be a Hall of Fame fighter. Then you turned around and said you don't need Thurman, you don't need Danny, you don't need Sean, you don't need nobody but Pacquiao, seems like. But you said you don't even need him. You're gonna be a Hall of Famer anyway. Like how all of that shit you saying don't mix. All of it happened in the same damn 7 days. All of it don't make sense. It gotta be one or the other. And you purposely, it's like a dude with a girlfriend and he know that the girlfriend cheating on him, so he just don't pay no mind to it. Start tuning in when Bob Arum does interviews. And a lot of your questions will be answered all by themselves, Terence. Start listening in when the man that seems like makes all the decisions in your career and plays with your money to make it funny, when he's in front of a mic, tune in. Have your antennas tuned in so you can know what's going on in your career. Everybody but Crawford knows that Bob Arum said that he can't fund none of them fights with these other fighters. He can't pay for it. It's not going to happen. So if anybody's shunning you or stopping you from fighting these guys, it's your own fucking promoter, not the PBC fighters. But another thing that was telling to me is that if he did fight Sean Porter, and I already said Sean Porter would whoop him, the people that disagree, do you see it now? Do you see what I mean? Do you see what everybody's saying about what would happen if Terence Crawford fought a bully and bully style like that red-nosed pit Sean Porter? Do you see me now? Am I clear now? Do you see me now? Picture me rolling. Off the Tupac shit. Picture me rolling, seriously. Sean fights 12 rounds like that. It's a problem. And when everybody's talking about progression, Sean Porter has never been as good as he is right now, in my opinion. If he can keep up what he did in the ring versus Errol Spence, he's never been as good as he is right now. That Sean Porter beats Terence Crawford every day. Any day, yo. He beats him any day. When you look at that one round, or third, whatever round, matter of fact, just look at how Bud reacted and handled him when he was throwing those punches to the body. What he doing ain't gonna work versus Sean Porter, yo. Errol Spence beats him. Bud loses to Spence. I don't care with nobody from jump. Bud loses to Errol Spence Jr. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Man, I could have went live about this shit. I love it. Peace.